How you doing?
I'm cool in the game. What's up?
Welcome to another episode of The Actor's Hustle. How the tables have turned.
Right.
So now I have a couple of questions for you.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so what was your first paid acting gig?
In the Wine Time at ETA Theater in Chicago in 1999, directed by Charles Michael Moore. It was titled In the Wine Time, and I was so excited to be in my first professional show with critics coming out and everything.
Oh, you had critics?
Yeah, the critics came out, put us in the newspaper. It was exciting.
Wow, was it a long run?
It was 7 weeks.
7 weeks, that's a pretty
weeks.
good one.
Thursday
Yeah, that's
through
a
Sunday,
good.
2 shows on Sundays.
That's an excellent run.
And they feed us.
Oh, that's important. So did you develop your acting skills in college or in a single classes or workshops? Or
I developed, I was a theater major in high school at Curie Performing Arts High School, but my concentration was really dance. I wanted to be a professional dancer. That didn't pan out. So then I took classes at ET. I took their beginning and advanced theater class under the teaching of Okoro Johnson. Rest in peace. He was a dope teacher and an actor and a playwright. So I took their class at beginning and advanced.
Ah.
Yeah.
So then what moment did you know you wanted to be a professional actor?
It was June of '97. At the end of each 9-month acting session, we are required to perform a scene from a professional play before a live audience. I don't recall the name of the play, but it went pretty well actually, and I'm like, at that moment, I said, I'm going to pursue acting as a profession. And that was in June of '97. Right.
So as you know, we're in a really tough business, right? And a lot of times there's a lot of depression and stuff, but how do you keep yourself motivated when you're not involved in acting gigs?
First of all, my faith is in God. God is my sustainer, my provider on GP. In addition to that, in the natural world, I write screenplays. I go to plays, I go to movies, I read plays, I audition. So that's how I keep myself motivated. And I moved to Chicago to New York, so I'm not giving up on acting. Like, it's too rewarding for me to do that. So.
What other income-producing hustles do you have?
I take on reception work in between acting gigs to kind of sustain myself monetarily. And, I have to put on my receptionist voice. Thank you for calling Cartwheels.
Oh, that's a pretty nice voice. I would love to call you and get you on the other end.
Right.
Yeah, so name a play and on-camera project in which you delivered an A+ performance.
As far as on-camera project, I will have to say The Mother and Nelson Souffrant's Strings Attached. It really challenged me, and through perseverance, I met the challenges, I overcame the challenges. So Nelson Souffrant's, I played the mother, really prickly mother, mean mother, and Strings Attached. So I would say that one.
You killed it.
Thank you. And then as far as a play, I would say when I inhabited the role of Della in the play Black Wall Street, directed by Michael Green. Now, I did it in the Bronx in 2014. It was co-directed by Michael Green and Fulton Hodges. Really challenged me, but then we did it again at the Artist Collective last year in May in Connecticut, and Michael challenged me even more. Got on my nerve, Michael. But
Michael
Green directed it, but it really stretched me as an actress, and I'm so grateful, and it has a special place in my heart. And she was a feisty character who danced and sang and who was looking out for the community in 1921 Tulsa, Oklahoma. So Black Wall Street.
So to be fair, we can't ask what was your best without asking your worst. So name a play on camera project in which you delivered a C- performance.
Oh, lordy. I did a short film. It was titled Testimony of a Divorcee in 2009 here in New York, and I stunk up the place. My interpretation was very forgettable.
Did they tell you that, or did
they
something?
Didn't. This is just me.
Okay.
I feel like it was mad unforgettable. It was mad lackluster. Like, why are you here, China? Why are you even here?
And the reason for that was why?
I don't know. I guess I never could really grasp the character. Really, just put my foot in it. I just never wore her. I just never wore her like skin. And I don't know. I got off book, but getting off book that doesn't mean you're inhabiting the character. I don't know. I just dropped the ball. That's what it is.
And that's fine. I mean, I think all actors
Drop
go
the
through
ball.
that. Right, it happens.
On camera, I would say, on stage, C- on stage. Oh, I did a play called Tender in Chicago, written by Donald Williams. And what happened was I rehearsed. We did a full-out rehearsal like 2 hours before the show started at the actual theater, at Baileywood Theater on the north side of Chicago. And I did it full-on emotionally, right? It was like a 3-character play. And so when it's time to actually perform before an audience, I lost all that zest. I lost it. And so, but I was able to redeem myself in the second half of it. But the first half, it was like, wah, wah. So it was titled Tender, but it was a beautiful play. Beautiful play.
So your career is pretty fairly seasoned.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you could inhabit a widely known person in a biopic, who would it be and why?
Mother freaking Ida B. Wells.
Ida B. Wells.
Ida B. Wells, journalist, activist, teacher. Style swag was crazy in 1892. Very courageous. She's dear to my heart. I had a chance to inhabit her on stage under the direction of Michael Green, Shades of Truth Theater. Last year was a privilege to inhabit her essence. So Ida B. Wells.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
And who are your favorite male and female lead film actors?
Favorite male lead actor would be Lawrence Fishburne.
Ah, he's dope.
Because he's just a dragon slayer. He's just dope. And
Nice way of putting it.
And his eyes are so sexy.
I didn't ask you who
And I fell in love with him in Deep Cover. I'm sorry, like, ugh. And then my favorite lead actress in film would be Angela Bassett.
Oh, she's another wonderful.
She's beautiful. She's just got power. And
Did you fall in love with her eyes too?
I fell in love with her smile.
Oh, her smile.
And when I saw her in the Love Got to Do with the trailer, I was like, who is this? Oh. And then she slayed it, the dragon, threw it in the river. So Angela Bassett.
Oh yeah, she's amazing.
Character.
What is your acting type, and what do you get mostly cast as?
My acting type has been for film. I always get cast. I've been cast as a mother, as a mama, and as the best friend. And on stage, the flirty, sexy, feisty, passionate love interest. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. If you could choose one film director to work with, who would it be?
Casey Lemons. She directed and wrote Eve's Bayou. It was released in '97, and I fell in love with that beautiful, picturesque movie. Everybody looked beautiful, and the acting was so strong, the story was so strong, and inviting and engaging. And then she did Talk to Me with Don Cheadle.
Yeah, that was a very good movie.
Honestly, to me, she can just artistically, she can do no wrong in my eyes. She's a dragon slayer when it comes to directing. I mean, she knows how to tell a story, and I would love to work with Casey Lemons. So.
And what are you currently working on now?
Well, I'm so blessed that I've been cast as Shar and Michael A. Jones' Hercules Didn't Wade in the Water play, directed by the great Charles Weldon and produced by the Negro Ensemble Company. It's going to be, yes, I'm so happy, I'm so grateful. It's a historical black theater. So the Negro Ensemble Company is going to be performed August 18th through the 21st at the La Mama Playhouse Theater in Lower East Manhattan, and I'm just over the moon.
Could you tell us a little bit about the character?
I make my client do that.
All right. Oh, wow, I heard a little accent.
But,
she has an accent.
She doesn't. That was me playing around.
Oh, okay.
But she is fiery, and she has a warm heart.
Okay, excellent. I can't wait to see it.
Yes.
And
and my movie Dark Seed.
You got to mention that.
My feature-length romantic drama Dark Seed. I've had community screenings of that, and I have some great news that I can't share right now.
Oh, come on, we want to know.
I'll be able to share it in the future about Dark Seed, my feature film. But I get a shout out to the cast and crew, and everybody who made donations to Dark Seed, monetarily or otherwise, because without you, it would only be a script. It wouldn't be a film. And I just appreciate everybody's valuable contribution, especially Michael Green. Michael Green. God, I haven't said Michael Green. Michael Alexis Palmer, who's interviewing me. He was dope.
Thank you.
He was dope. as my antagonist. You got to see it in Dark Seed. So.
Thank you so much, China.
Thank you.
Oh my God. So how can people reach you? How can we find out about, the plays and you and Dark Seed? And
you just have to call 777 Wanna spend night with you? No. You can go
don't call that. Unless you want to Uber.
You can go to www.ChinaLColston.com, www.ChinaLColston.com. It's spelled just like the country. Or find me on Instagram at Southside Sister, or Facebook China L Colston. That's it.
Wow. Okay. So before we go, can you give new artists, new actors, any advice in starting the business, or anything that you could tell us that could help us?
I would say take classes, perfect what's innate. Don't be that person like, oh, my family said I act a fool, girl, so I know. No, acting a fool and acting is two different worlds. That's not the same thing. Take classes, take workshops, or get your undergrad or your master's. Just perfect it. Read plays, read film scripts. You can get it online, quite frankly, and study great acting. Study the Dragon Slayers, though. Don't study folk who aren't good. Study the Lawrence Fishburnes and the Cicely Tysons and the Forrest Whitakers and Angela Bassett. So that's what I would say. Take classes, read books about acting if you can't afford to take classes, and just really observe humanity. Observe humanity, because that's where you really get the good stuff.
Wow, China, it was an honor and a pleasure to reverse the camera and find out a little bit about yourself.
Thank
and
you.
I wish you the ultimate best. This was another episode of The Actors Hustle. Keep watching.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Peace.